Welcome to eSeniors. This is the ACC GT3 Championship. The championship is the number of races we have are 8, and we are now race number 5, Circuit of the Americas. Last race was Laguna Seca. Let's look at the standings here. I know that the cars are starting to roll out to do the opening laps. So let's look at silver. So we have 2 classes here at eSeniors ACC Racing. Terry Trowbridge in the top here, 160 points. Daniel Britos, the winner of last race, is 148 points. Thomas Rainier, 142. And then we have Brian Banks, P4, 112, same points as Peter Nilsson that sits in P5, the driver from Sweden. So this is an international crowd, as you will see later on. All right, let's look at Platinum. Here we have Diego Coscio, 168 points. He's very, very fast driver, like unstoppable, I would say. But Chris Bourne is putting up a good fight. He has 158 points. Oh, I'm sorry, 154 points. Brian Harford, 117 points. Stuart Packham, 116. And Jonathan Wood, DNF last race, 108. So that's how we look like. And let's swing over to the active qualifying. We have 18 cars on track right now, and we have a 15-minute qualifying where we run both groups at the same time. So let's go over there. Actually, first I just want to show our Refer Tech and Syndeo, our sponsors that makes this happen. We really appreciate their support. Okay, here we are. We are sitting at the qualifying. First 13-minute remains. Let me clean up the data tower a little bit so we can see the quali personal bests. All right, here we go. So it's a night race, as you see, Circuit of the Americas, which is located in Dallas, Texas, or actually in Austin, Texas, which is a couple hours south of Dallas, Texas, where I used to live. Now I have moved back to Sweden. So different climate here in Sweden, obviously, than a Circuit of the Americas. We saw the F1 race last weekend. I watched it on TV. I've been there a couple of times live, but this time watched it on TV from Sweden. It was pretty warm there if you watched that race. Let's see, Andrew Ambro. I was about to tell him welcome back. He's been on a hiatus for a while, for a year, I think, and he is now back with us to race. You see the 2 different colors there on the number panels. We have silver and we have platinum. So the white ones are platinum and the silver colored are silver. And yeah, we have 18 cars, so we're able to see all of them on the timing tower right now. So let's see when people start to put on some times. Let's get into the cockpit of Packham, for example. So just about to finish off his lap. Yeah, he's in the later part of the track. It's a little bit hard when you're when it's dark to actually see where the cars are on the track. I know this track very, very well, so I think it should be all right. What I also noticed, we had our race yesterday. We had the LMU race. Here's the fastest lap so far, Chris Bourne. We had the LMU race, which was interesting because I noticed that the times are much quicker here on the ACC race. I mean, with seconds, which is interesting because we had some of the same drivers, so we'll keep an eye on that. All right, let's look at Derek Bird for a little bit. He's driving his trusty Porsche. He's just coming into these beautiful S's that kind of reminiscent of the Silverstone Maggots and Beckett's. And you have to be very patient as you go around this corner and then settle up for this left-hander. And then kind of a very tight left-hander here. It's kind of, the track looks kind of beautiful with those lights in certain scenes when they have the track cam. Welcome everyone on the stream if you want to say hi, and also put a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Fastest lap here, Diego Coscio is just unstoppable, that guy. Super fast. At the LMU race yesterday though, he had a lot of problems. Here's this long straight coming down to turn 12. Hairpin, I made a mess of that on the first lap yesterday. Oh, embarrassing. I apologize for anyone affected. There was at least two cars. Saunders was affected. Apologize very much for that. But this is I had a hard time with Circuit of the Americas on ACC for the longest time, but now I'm getting used to it. And you kind of stay tight to the right here as you take this long curve, and then here you just kind of flick yourself to the left. Also, what I noticed, LMU, Circuit of the Americas, LMU is much more liberal on the track limits. Also the bumps, those little extra orange sausages there, they are not as prevalent at all as they are on ACC. Daniel Jagd, all right. So who do you support tonight? What's your predictions? Who do you root for? I'll make sure I cover as many drivers as possible. Here's Diego Coscio in his McLaren. Come around. I think my money is on him right now. Britos won last race, which was really great. He's a driver that has really progressed. He's been with eSeniors for many years. He's from Argentina, and he has progressed as a driver dramatically over the years, which is really cool. I want to see if we have Ambro. Here's Mr. Andrew Ambro, who is back with these seniors. Some of these street lights are kind of weird. They kind of blinks. So I might do a lot of in-cockpit views as we are driving. And we're coming through this race. Here's Ambro. Let's follow him on a lap. Here's a P13 right now. 6 minutes left of qualifying. Coming up to turn 1 here, which is just this crazy hill, and you want to make sure you get on the apex. And you see the tower there, the green tower. We have some lasers going on there. Looks really cool. Aaron Shannon, all right, Aaron Shannon. Make sure we get him on the camera. Let's see how Andrew is negotiating these corners. And here, just stay. A good line through there. And then patient air, and then swing over to the left. Let's see if we can find Mr. Shannon. There we go. Here's Mr. Shannon. He has this the famous livery theme that he always has, which is this CYMK, which is kind of, it's the basic colors when you work with printing. Basic printing colors. I think he is in the printing business, if I'm not wrong. Or maybe graphic design. Aaron Shannon from Canada, car 55. So it's currently P15 here in the total. And we can look up also while we're at it. We can flip over my view here where I look at standings. I know that Shannon is in silver. So yeah, P7 in the championship. He placed P2 last race at Laguna Seca. So good job for Shannon. So he has missed 2 races. One was a DNS and one he skipped. So yeah, he has raced 2 races so far, but he sits in P7, so not bad for sitting in the silver championship. All right, who else do we want to look at? We have Jonathan Wood, another trusty friend of a member of eSeniors. Yeah, Brian, the times are crazy, aren't they? I'm looking at the results from the multi-class qualifying from yesterday, and Diego Koskios was 2:09, and he's doing a 2:05, which is a little bit confusing. And here we see those blinking lights there once in a while. So yeah, a little bit confusing. Why they are so much quicker on ACC, and also ACC is much more strict on the track limits. So yeah, pretty weird. Peckham is now up to P4. Where Hudson and Harford, they are platinum drivers, still haven't got up to speed. So Terry Trowbridge there is the leader of the championship for the silver team. Here comes Eric Langlois from France, coming up the hill for turn 1. He's abandoning his lap. How's Hartford and Hutchins doing? This is a track that's not so... LMU different power. Okay, why would that be? So do you mean AC does not run the same spec cars, so to speak? Is that what you mean, Brian? I'm a little bit ignorant to how that works on GT3, and so I was about to say that Circuit of America is, I think that's a track that not everyone is super familiar with, and they race a lot. Okay, SRO and the other one. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that explains it. Thanks for that clarification. See Malcolm Hutchison, if he's up 1 second now. That's Hutchison, comes up now P8 in the total. Let's see Harford, where he is now. Let's get into his cockpit. Okay, Harford about to close on his lap. He's up 1.7. That's certainly going to lift him up quite a bit. Let's see where he ends up. All right, Harford up P6 in the total. Hutchison is improving his time now. Going to follow these cars that now are having green markers there. So he's up almost a second. See if we can keep this up. Lost a little time. It's recovering now. Okay, P9. It's in P9 in the total. Yeah, this is gonna lift him up quite a bit. Fastest lap again, 2:05.1. Koskio. Koskio is 4/10 ahead of Hudson. Got a problem there. Peter David, though, he's up on time, 0.6. Oh, a little trouble there. This little section that he's in here is really difficult. Oh, he abandons the lap. Yeah, we are about to close qualifying. Harford up to 3/10. Nilsson also up. Trowbridge up on his time. Thomas is silver lead just now, followed by Peter David and Britos. Britos can take this race as well. We'll see. A lot can happen. Harford didn't improve his position, I believe, and Nilsson and Trowbridge just about to finish off here. There's Nilsson. Trowbridge is okay. Jumped up to P11, P4 on the silver side. So there we go. Let's do a little track walk here on Circuit of the Americas. Such a great track. I was actually, that wasn't the track walk. That wasn't the track walk. Let's see. Huh, maybe I didn't have that. No, I didn't. All right, we can sit on that and chat a little bit while we are getting ready for the race. So Diego Koskio, Chris Bourne, Derek Bird, 1, 2, 3 there, platinum, and then Thomas, Peter David, and Britos, 1, 2, 3 on the silver. So go and grab a cup of coffee. We're going to start soon, and we're going to do a full formation lap as usual. And we're going to do the car race driver presentation during that time as well. This is, we're going to have a pit stop, one mandatory pit stop. Fuel is mandatory. Tires are optional. And we have several championship eSeniors. We have 2 championships for ACC. We have this one, which is the longer one, 50 minutes. And then we have on Mondays, we have ACC sprint race, 30 minutes. For LMU, we have a multi-class with hypercars and GT3 on Fridays. That's 60 minutes. And then we have a sprint for LMU on Sundays. That's also 30 minutes. Also, in between the seasons, we have started a endurance championship, 1.5 hour of racing. So that's started here after season 19. So we're going to do 2 races between the season 20 and 21. So this is an 8 race season. All right, I think we could just as well do the track walk. So let's do the eSeniors track walk. There we go. First, we have Diego Coscio from Argentina, pole for platinum. Then next to him we have Chris Bourne from the UK, P2, P3 Derek Bird from the UK, P4 Stuart Packham in the BMW from UK, Jonathan Wood from the US, P5, P6 Brian Harford from the US, P7 that's pole for the Silver Group from Canada, Thomas Rainier, P8 Peter David Canada, P9 Malcolm Hutchin from the UK, P10 the winner from last race for silver, Daniel Britos from Argentina, and P11 Peter Nilsson from Sweden, P12 Andrew Ambro, his flag is not showing, but I believe he is from the US. P13 Terry Trowbridge from the UK, the leader of the Silver Championship. Eric Langlois, P14 from France. P15 Brian Banks from Canada. P16 Aaron Shannon, car number 55. P17, this is a guy that's up early for this race. He's on the other side of the world from me. Kevin Torrance from New Zealand. P18 Sicre Franc from France. That's rounds out the eSeniors grid today. So full formation lap. Let me know if you need more sound. I know it differs from camera to camera. I know it's pretty low on this camera here for the Helicam, but I won't use it that much. I will use it for the start. It's very different from track to track how they have programmed the cameras. Actually, I can push it up a little bit. Just messing with my OBS a little bit. All right, coming through the track. Turn 12. The great track. I was there on the very first race. The catering was a mess then because they didn't have enough food or enough vendors for the number of people that actually showed up for the race. So that was a little of a problem. I'm gonna push up the game sound a little bit, and you guys let me know if you're okay. Okay, where are we? Are we about to form? Yeah, form up now in pairs. There we go. I think we have one more turn. Yeah, okay, we're about to start. Weird camera here from the Helicam. Hopefully we can follow. So Coscio Bourne. It seemed to be aligned right. Inside track for Coscio. Here's the start. Coming up to turn 1, get a little wider view, see if everyone gets through. Gets very tight. We saw that. Try to pan down here to see if there's any problems. No, that went really, really well. Better than Formula 1 with the professional drivers last weekend. Koskio takes a commanding lead, panning down here to Packham. Now I want to put up my leaderboard. So Koskio takes a pretty commanding lead. Didn't see any yellow flags, just panning down here to see. Things are going well. All right, let's get into the cockpit here of Derek Bird, chasing down Chris Bourne. We see Nilsson. Looked like something happened down there. Brian Banks. I have no message of any type of problems. It's Banks on Torrance. I think Banks dropped. He dropped 3 places. We see here. Oh, he comes very close to Frank in front. I think it was Banks past Torrance. Up 1 position there for Banks. Let's go up to Thomas. Pretty racy up here in this section. Thomas is down 1 position. Jonathan Wood chasing Harford. No contact so far recorded. Very nice racing by these guys now. Fastest lap that's becoming around is Koskio. So Koskio ahead with almost a second. And Langlois just past Nilsson, but Nilsson is coming back on the inside. Yeah, Langlois goes very wide, gives Shannon an opportunity perhaps. We have a Langlois in the pink pig. Let's get into the cockpit of Shannon. Yellow flag on Hudson, and Thomas has a flag, so there's contact. Let's flip to that one. Let's do a instant replay if we can. Something happened. And oh, there is something. Okay, that was Hudson. Hudson got a little bit off his track and made contact. I had to fix my replay button. Let's see if my replay graphic will show. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to figure something out on the side here to get my replay graphic working. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right, I know where that is now. Okay. All right, let's get back to the race when I figure that out. So now it looks like the race have really stretched out. There's Shannon, had to really avoid to rear end Langlois. Hudson is still on track. He got quite a big of a shunt when he went in there. Let's see if we can see. Yeah, he doesn't have the floppy bonnet yet, but he has the little blinking lights indicating that he has quite a damage, but he seems to be pretty racy, so we're gonna see him go up the field a little bit perhaps. So that's the only contact so far, which is really nice. Hudson gets closer now to Nilsson. Follow him a little bit. Okay, it's a pretty nice view here with this depth of field and the mist. But then we have that blinking street light, which is kind of weird. Some of these artifacts are a little bit weird. Let's get in the cockpit of Hudson if he's going to make a move. Currently dropped 3 places, Hudson, from his starting position. I hope the volume in the background is okay. And this track is really tricky before you get up the grip on your tires, and we're probably going to see some effect on the tires here as we get closer to halfway, where you normally see the pit stops like 25. Nilsson is sometimes a little bit laggy, so we might see him kind of jump a little bit. We'll see if that happens. Hudson doesn't really seem to do progress. He's just 1/10 faster on that lap than Nilsson. Nilsson now getting a little bit closer to the car in front, who is Umbro. Coming through the S's. It's a little bit hard when it's dark, I think. I never drove Circuit of the Americas in the dark. We the LMU race was I was in during daytime. I saw Nilsson lag a little bit. Let's go back to Hudson. We can make a move here. Coming through turn 11. Hudson gets a better exit. Nilsson moves to the inside. There we go on this long straight. Let's see. Yeah, Hudson passes Nilsson. Hudson up 1 position. Also, Nilsson realizes that's not his fight, right? Because he's Nilsson is in silver and Hudson is a platinum driver, so why spend time defending if he's just moving up? The fight is not for position. Let's look at Chris Bourne. He is lapping 2:05.6, so like 3/10 slower than Koskio. 2 seconds between these cars now. Yeah, DRS on that. Yeah, that would be great. Chris is patiently lapping behind here. And then Nilsson catching up here. Is he gonna try and make a move? I wouldn't worry about that. I would just make sure that I stay out of trouble. Make sure I'm making progress so Langlois doesn't pick up with me. Here's Brian Banks. Looked like he was getting closer to front. And bringing up the rear is Kevin Torrance. So as we have a pretty spread out field, I just gonna kind of cycle the actually what I can do, I'm gonna do my automatic producer and let him choose the cameras for a little bit here. There's Ambro. Hudson comes up to Ambro now. Again, not for position. Look at that, this looks really nice with the mist at night in Texas. I don't know what temperature is on track. I should probably know. It says 20 20 degrees. Oh, no, no. Ouch. Let's see. Let's look at that one real quick. What happens? It's Nilsson. Oh. Wow. It's weird because that kind of it straightened up. It's very weird. Okay, I'm gonna just work on something really quick so I get the button from that graphic. So bear with me. All right, just gonna check something here. Yeah, there's my replay button. Okay, good. All right, Malcolm Hutchin has worked himself up the field. He has Britos behind him. Britos P3. Malcolm Hutchin is back where he started. Oh, Nilsson has no headlights. Interesting. I would think the game would force that, would it not? Okay, he's Nils. Oh, you see, Nilsson, he's lagging. There's something. I had to talk to him about that. So Shannon cockpit, Nilsson cockpit. Yeah, he doesn't have any lights on. He's also lagging like crazy. That's weird. Nilsson down 3 positions. All right, here comes Banks. Up the hill. Oh, goes wide, goes out of those bumps. Yeah, so Brian, do you mean, what do you mean 2 laps on the meatball? Do you mean that he is, he has warnings? Yeah, you can clearly see he doesn't have the lights on. Langlois, he has the lights on, we see that. Trowbridge, Shannon goes off track. What happened? All right, so he's back. Ah, you mean 3 laps without the light. Arthur, welcome. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Hope you're doing okay. Aaron Shannon at 1 position. Eric Langlois still chased down by Larsson or Nilsson. Let's see what happens with this. Oh, Trowbridge went really wide there. So Peter David is now in the lead of Silver. Thomas P2. A little bit weird artifacts on the lights sometimes. Well, there are some lights there on Nilsson, but it's Langlois on Trowbridge. Bourne is now 4 seconds behind Koskio. Koskio's yes, lapping comfortably there. Just a couple of tenths before actually a couple of tenths before, yeah, he's about 3 tenths faster on every lap, Diego Koskio. Now it's getting a little bit spicy there. Langlois, Trowbridge. Little battle, Nilsson behind. Nilsson have some like position lights on. Oh, sorry about that, Arthur. That's that weird light there. But those laser lights are pretty cool there. Langlois presses on here on Trowbridge. Look at where Trowbridge is on. Oh, sorry, I was on the wrong championship. Yeah, Trowbridge is in the lead. Oh, there comes big challenge there on between Nilsson and Langlois. Oh, there you see on the leaderboard there, Nilsson now it's first, which means that he's lagging in a weird way. We have to talk to him about that because we can't have drivers that lags like that. That's very disruptive. Where is he now? All right. Yeah, that has to be sorted out. This is not working. So I get a lot of yellow flags from him. Nilsson and Langlois had. Oh, let's see what happened. Let's see what happens there on them. Something weird happened. Oh. I looked over to my left screen, so I missed that completely. But something weird happened with Nilsson and him. Because I didn't get the marker that actually there was an accident. With 462. Let's see here. Let's look at Larsson or Nilsson. Here's Nilsson. He's twitching a little bit. Oh, okay. All right, so there was an oversteer. There wasn't a contact, there was an oversteer by Langlois, and Nilsson, he was simply reacting on that, and that got him in trouble. Wood goes into the pits, 30 minutes, a little bit early. See what Jonathan always have an exciting strategy. So that's going to be fun to see. So with 30 minutes, and we're starting to see some action when it comes to pits. So Jonathan Wood is the first guy. Here's Banks with Torrance behind him. I'm gonna really try the automatic producer here for a while. That view is so nice with the lights and the mist in the background. Look at this. Looks really nice. Here's Banks' front view. It's in the back of the pack here with the yellow numbers there that are a little bit more interesting right now. Wood seems to be out of his pit stop. Let's see what pit time he did. He did a total time of 38.9. Let's see what that gives him. Brian Banks currently up 2 positions. Oh, but he misses that. Torrance passes him. No. Here comes Banks back again. And now we have Nilsson next to, we have a good view here of Nilsson and Torrance battling from this camera. Nilsson goes a little bit wide. But it is weird with Nilsson's lights there. He has some sort of a position lights going on. But not really more than that. All right, Nilsson goes into pit. We have to recognize Peter David that runs here in the lead, up 2 positions. In the lead for silver. Peter David, looking at his previous results, this is his 3rd race. In this, he has 2 non-starters. His best result so far is a P5. So if he keeps this up, that will be a great result for him. Excited. Peter David, really nice guy. Kind of the scholar of the group, I feel. He's a teacher. And here's Andrew Ambro again, back with these seniors racing. Great to see. Being challenged here soon by Trowbridge. Andrew up 2 positions. And Hutchin have climbed up to P4 after his problems he had earlier. We actually went nose into the wall, as we can see. Oh, now he switched to Ambro. So he has no... But it's been a very, very clean race. Very clean race so far. Now we start to see all those pit stops. Let's see how things shake out once we're done with that. Yellow flag on Bourne. Sometimes you get yellow flags when you run into the pits in a sort of way. Accident. What happened? I think contact. There's Bourne coming in. Or going out, rather. And a little contact there. Okay. That was the contact. So he was coming out of there. Did Chris had contact there with Malcolm. All right, we continue on with Andrew. Now he's up 7 position because he hasn't pitted yet. Oh, I need to show the pits. Need to see the number of pits. There we go. Now we can see who has pitted and not. So, but roughly half the field has not pitted, a little bit more. But we have just crossed halfway through. Koskio is into the pits, Hutchin is too. I'm scanning here to see there's no real disaster pit stops. They're sitting like the total, I think Trowbridge was a little bit slow. I think 39.5 is the best I see, which is Britos, did a really good pit stop. 39.4, Harford. Ooh, 39.1 by Koskio. I haven't seen anyone that's really short that would indicate that they didn't change the tires, because I think this track eats the tires. Oh, there's Koskio passing Ambro. Ambro hasn't pitted yet, so he realized that there's no need to mess with Koskio coming through in a hurry. So right now, it looks like in silver, Thomas is now ahead of Peter David. Interesting. What could that be? The reason for? Yeah, it must have been a successful pit stop situation here, or the strategy for Thomas. Let's see if Thomas now can keep it up, because all the other silvers that are ahead in the timing pylon there, they haven't pitted yet. So now the last guys are starting to pit. So after that we can go through and see how everyone sits compared to where they started. Yeah, Thomas is lapping half a second faster. Chris Bourne have Shannon behind him, but Shannon is not fighting for position here. And Bourne is just trying to get up the speed here and take the chase to Diego Koskio in front, which might be quite a challenge. Commanding lead by Diego Koskio. As we watch Terry Trowbridge coming into turn 1 with fresh tires. Daniel Britos 7 seconds ahead of him. See if he can advance. So the lights are on now for Nilsson. Have to check that real quick. Yeah, they are. I have to talk to him about his connection. It's a little bit disruptive. Packham now into the pits. Yeah, Thomas still in the lead, starting to extend his lead. That's weird if you get a seizure on that view. Just take it easy. Kevin Torrance up on Banks, the position. Different lines, these two guys. Much better line for Banks. $18 minutes remaining of the race. 3 guys still haven't pitted. Harford now coming up on Derek Bird up there. Let's see if the producer is changing here. Yeah, it's Derek Bird. Derek Bird, Packham, Harford. All right, good pace here on Harford. Looking at the inside. Yeah. Oh, overcommitted. There was an accident there, maybe, or yes, it was. So let's look at that in the replay. Here's the replay. There's Harford going on the inside. Oh, okay. Harford took the big bump, and that was his demise. That's unfortunate. Nilsson now sits all the way in the back. Chasing him down front. Langlois is still... Okay, Ambro takes the pit now. Langlois goes into the pits too. And Shannon is still out. Happy on his tires. I'm just trying to see how many seconds. Yeah, he has to hustle here. Maybe he's will gain something. Is he doing any good times? He's doing a he's about a second slower than his fastest. I was thinking if he gains some sort of a strategic advantage here, or if he's gonna go. There's that weird camera light. In the meantime, Nilsson is coming very close to front. Langlois goes into the pits there. Still, Shannon is still out though. It's Derek Bird. Packham behind him. P3 for Derek Bird at this time. Here comes Brian Banks on Ambro. And takes that position. Behind there comes Torrance. Takes that position too. Maybe Ambro have this... because Ambro just joined the championship, so maybe he just feels that why should he start to mess around with these guys that actually have been racing here for a little bit. couple of races and mess up with their racing. But yeah, just a guess. I don't know if that's the case. All right, Shannon goes into the pits. So here we have Jonathan, P6 at the moment. Shannon in the pits. Let's see where that's gonna end up. So now actually, if we look at Peter David here and Thomas, looks like a pretty good distance starting to build here between these two guys. And we're gonna have an interview after the race, as usual. I'm not sure if Koskio will be interviewed. He's normally not on the chat channel. Actually, I'm gonna place myself on that audio channel we normally use. There we go. So Koskio running P1, 10 seconds ahead of Chris Bourne. Not too much of a surprise, I'd say. So we go down the line here. So here we have Diego Koskio, Argentina, P1 right now for a Platinum, P2, Platinum, Chris Bourne. Running where he started. Derek Bird running where he started, P3. Behind him we have Stuart Packham, P4, running where he started. Brian Harford is up one position. And he's ahead of Jonathan Wood, who runs P6 in Platinum right now. And if we're just going to focus on Platinum, we can just look at Hutchon P9 right now, or actually P7 then in Platinum. All right, and then Thomas Rainier in Silver, running P7 right now. Looks to keep the distance really well to Peter David behind him. Peter David is running where he started, and Thomas is doing it too, yeah. All right, then behind there we have Britos, P3, running where he started. There's a lot of not very much movement. This is like a Formula 1 race. You know, no one is really moving. And we can put up the graphic for that too. Here's Trowbridge, he's up 2 positions. Shannon, he's up 4 positions. Good race for him. Langlaw's back there. Looks like he did the pit stop, so it's just data fault there. Brian Banks is running their P13 in total. Torrance up 3 positions, 14 in the total. Andrew Adro again, welcome back, down 3 positions, running P15 total. Eric Langlaw, he has completed his pit stop. The reason it didn't record could be if he didn't change tires. Who knows? But anyway, he's legal. Here's Nilsson, down quite a bit. Had little problems during the race. He went off as he avoided Hutchison, I think it was. And then all the way in the back, P18 Sikre Frank. Okay, Packham getting a little bit closer to Derek Bird right now. Let's see what he can do here in the last 10 minutes we have remaining of eSeniors. eSeniors, the premier GT3 racing group, doing racing with eSenior, with the ACC and LMU. Been doing that for a couple of years now. Nikos, welcome. And Craig Holmes, welcome. Nikos Margaritis, the best livery creator around. You can find him on Facebook, Nikos Liveries, I think it is. He's done a few liveries for me. Really good stuff. So Jonathan Wood is now behind Thomas. So he sits between Thomas and Peter David. I don't know if Jonathan had a problem, possibly. Yeah, he had a little slower lap there, so maybe he had a problem. Looking here for a yellow flag on his number. No, I don't see that. Anyway, Thomas Ring here is still in the lead. To me, I think is what's going to happen for him. But really clean race. The start was excellent, and no big infractions. I mean, the incidents we've had has not been kind of the aggressive nature. We saw one in turn 1 there where the car tried to pass, was cutting really close on the apex, but a little bit too close, and bounced off on the curb stone there, and it didn't affect the other cars really, more the one that was trying to do the move. Oh, beautiful. Derek Bird going through those turns there. Looks really nice. Actually, sometimes I just want to take the leaderboard away because it just, as the view looks really cool with the auxiliary lights. Auxiliary? Try to pronounce that right. Derek Bird coming through. Looks really cool. That misty shot there. Tempted to go in the replay and see if I can get some nice shots of this race. Yeah, Brian, he's been doing that livery for quite a long time. Yeah, Kalispera, Nikos. Okay, Thomas Rainier, P1. Very nicely done by him so far. He's P3 in the championship. This would be his second win. He has one no-show, but I think this will move him up. He will pass Daniel Britos in the standings. 142. I'm looking at he might even go up to the lead in the championship. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh yeah, the 2D painting for LMU. Yeah, that's. I'm sure that's a little bit different. As we follow Thomas. Yeah, I think he might actually climb on the points here because you get quite a few points as you're in the top. Trowbridge gonna be P4, Britos P3. Maybe not, but certainly gonna. I think he's for sure gonna climb up to P2 in the Silver Championship. That's a yellow flag on car number 6. Okay, he's back there. Frank. I have to look at Langlo. I'm just curious to see what time. 39.7. I can't really see that he did anything that would preclude my software from picking up that he did a pit stop. But I did see him go into the pit, so that's not the question. Okay, so now Peter David is actually right by Thomas. Packham goes a little bit slow for some reason. All right, let's get back to Peter David as he's chasing up Thomas here all of a sudden he got a little speed. He did almost his fastest lap, did Peter, while Thomas had a really bad lap. So maybe something going on there. Oh, something happened here with Nilsson. Okay. I think he, yeah, it was Koskio. Oh, something happened here, Britos. Britos, let's see what happened with Britos. Here's Britos, car 15. Oh, oversteer, ouch, and into the wall. Oh, that hurt. Let's see how he looks. Oh, he got a big chunk, big shunt into the wall. Not comfortable. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just less than 4 minutes. That's the thing. This track is really easy to do something like that. Yeah, I tried GIMP. I couldn't really get into that. I tried. So it's easy to ask Nikos to do his magic for me. Okay, here's Peter David now. Let's look at him. He's catching up there. Let's see if he can put pressure on Thomas. Oh, it's getting really close to Thomas. What's going on with Thomas now? 2:08.9 was Thomas' last lap. Now we get that strobe action. Yeah, Thomas seems to be struggling a little bit. 2.5. This could be interesting. We'll follow these guys. Let's go on the wing for Thomas. I think this is the most important action right now on track, most consequential to what's actually to the results. I already have my graphic ready, but it's easy to edit. Let's keep an eye on the times. Yeah, Peter David got pace all of a sudden. It's going to be interesting to discuss. Don't miss my interview with the winners after. Going to talk with the winner of... oh, actually, I think it's only going to be the silver because... Oh, a little slide there. Peter Davies is pushing. Lost a little bit of traction. Coming down to a minute left. Oh, here comes Peter David. Peter David is a little bit more comfortable through these the S's. Turn 7. Is he going to be able to do something? We have Shannon on Trowbridge as well. Looking at Shannon from Trowbridge wing. Now when the Peter David is a little bit further away. Oh, here comes Shannon. Oh, got a little unstable there, looks like. Yeah, Mudbox was it? Okay, I think it was Mudbox I tried. Yeah. Okay, looks like now Peter David. Okay, there's someone moving away there. Okay, that was Frank giving way. Oh, Peter David got a little squiggly there. Oh, he got a little bit unsettled there. Did Peter David, lost a lot of time. Well, that takes care of him. I think that was the saving grace for Thomas. As we're looking at Shannon pushing on here to see if he can do something on Trowbridge. Good result for Shannon here. P4, looking at P4 for silver. Great stuff. Okay, so let's see. Koskio. Let's stay with him as he finishing off his lap. Stellar race by Diego Koskio, collecting yet another win at the eSeniors. Diego is racing both ACC and LMU. Yeah, Diego Koskio is from Argentina. And here we go. We're gonna see him come over the line soon. Oh, collision there between Langlois and Nilsson here in the last lap. And here's should be the flag. There's the flag. Winner Diego Koskio from Argentina. What a great race he did. Gonna see Thomas come over the line too here. Thomas, who is the winner, or will be the winner for silver, as we're working ourselves through here. Yeah, great job. I hope you enjoyed the race and the broadcast. So please thumbs up if you haven't done it. If you subscribe and click that little bell, you get notified when we go live. Oh, what happened? Peter David went wide. Yeah, Peter David was pushing hard. And here comes Thomas. And here's the flag for him. Well done, Thomas. Or, yeah, he has, okay, yeah. All right, so there you have it. That's eSeniors. We're gonna go over to the interview view. And I'm gonna set up the graphic for that. I'm gonna pick up that graphic and there it is, like so. All right, let's see. Got to get out of ACC. All right. Trying to find my mouse. There's my mouse. And now I'm gonna get someone to talk to. Diego Koskio is here in the, speak with him. Hey Diego, I put you on into the broadcast. Are you okay with that?
Hi, Grisel. Yes, it's okay.
Great.
My English is not good, but I will.
Oh, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Let's start with Thomas. Thomas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, great race, Thomas. Winner of Platinum. You had a good battle there. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, that was Peter had great pace. He got me on the first corner, and then I chased him for the first half. I got into a bit of a scuffle. Somebody, I think, hit me in the door, and then I caught up to Peter coming into the pits. It was pretty close. Beat him out of the pits, and then we just battled the rest of the way. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you got a little bit distance to him, and then he came back on you.
Yeah, Porsche tires.
Oh yeah.
start going away, you know, the last 5-6 laps. I was trying to be patient, trying not to burn them up like I did at Donington.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great race. So congrats to you. So Diego,
Thank you.
I
Appreciate it.
haven't talked to you. Tell us about yourself, because you are so good on both ACC and LMU. So what is your background on sim racing? Have you been doing it for long?
Well, and I started when I was a child, but I leave it. I mean, 25 years ago. Then on the pandemic, I started again, and well, have been 4 years on ACC, I think, and yes, LMU not so good. I'm having my first races, so I'm still a bit slow, I think. But
Yeah.
yes, racing here in Argentina most of the time on local leagues. There is a good pace here. I mean, it's very competitive.
So how did you find the eSeniors? Did you find that through Daniel Britos? Do you know him?
No, I don't remember how I found eSeniors, but I found it when I was 49. So I have to wait
Oh,
1
yeah.
year. But but I like the idea of a senior community,
Yeah.
and knowing you, I think it's great.
Oh, that's yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's a little bit more mature. We try to do very clean racing, and your pace is unbelievable. I mean, we have some fast drivers here, but you're much faster than everyone. So have you done racing in real life?
No. I think I couldn't be fast as in sim racing. I think I will be afraid of, of pushing the gas.
Yeah.
It's safe here.
Yeah, we really enjoy your racing. So thank you both of you, and congratulations, and we'll catch you next race.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Peter.
Congratulations, Diego.
Congrats.
Yeah, great
Good
You
stuff.
job.
too, Thomas.
All right.
Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye-bye. Okay, thank you very much, everyone watching. I really appreciate your attention to eSeniors and watching this, and I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll see you next time. I think Mike is coming back. He's been away, so he's coming back, and you're gonna see some LMU broadcasting from him. And I try to do my Saturdays here for the ACC. So, well, we'll see you on track. Take care, guys. Bye bye.